Isang mapagpalang hapon po sa ating lahat, lalong-lalo na sa ating mga MESPO mula sa iba't ibang municipality dito sa Aklan, sa ating mga life coaches, sa ating facilitator. Ngayong hapon po, ang ating topiko ay morality. Before tayo pumunta sa main points ng topic na ito, let me define first what is morality. The word morality came from the Latin word that translates into English, mores, which signifies conduct and refers to behavior of people which is valuable and which enhance dignity of the individual. That is morality. The PNP ethical doctrine in section number 3 as what we call the ethical standard, sabi doon, the PNP member shall adhere, to stick or to hold fast to high standard of morality and decency and shall set good examples for others to follow. The word decency means to be honest, to have honest behavior, or to be polite. Yan daw dapat as a civil servant, as a public servant, as a leader. You shall adhere to high standard of morality and decency and shall set good examples for others to follow. The Bible, in 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 2, sabi ng salita ng Panginoon, so a leader must be a man whose life is above reproach. He must be faithful to his wife. He must exercise self-control, live wisely, and have a good reputation. He must not be a heavy drinker or be violent. He must be gentle, not quarrelsome, and not love money. He must manage his own family well, having children who respect him and obey him. Yan yung sabi sa Bible. The Holy Quran says that the things that the Lord hath indeed of forbidden are shameful deeds, whether open or secret, sins and trespasses against truth or reason. Yan sinasabi dyan. As a civil servant, men and women in uniform, you have this ethical doctrine. As a Christian, the Bible says that as a leader, you must have a life that is above reproach. The Holy Quran said that there is a things that the Lord hath forbidden. Those are shameful deeds, whether they are in open or in secret, sins and trespasses against truth or reason. Napakagandang pag-aaralan ito about morality. Dahil sa panahon natin, naging low na ang moral ng ating mga civil servant, even the public servant. Kaya, yung katanungan na dapat sagutin natin this afternoon, what can we do to uphold high standards of morality and decency? Number one, we must guard our reputation. Must guard our reputation. By the way, what is reputation? Reputation is the opinion of the world about you, your character, and your achievements. When we say guard your reputation, it means that we're going to think about the impact of our words and actions before we're going to speak or to act ng mga gusto nating ipahiwatig or gawin. We must be conscious of having the moral ascendancy to enforce the law. Proverbs chapter 22 verse 1 in the Bible says that we're going to choose a good reputation over great riches. Dagdag pa, being held in high esteem is better than silver or gold. As a public or civil servant, the people will respect us pag makita nila that we are morally upright. Yan yung sabi sa Biblia. Mas piliin natin yung good reputation than riches. Si Socrates nagsabi, regard your good name as the richest jewel you possess. Yes, it is true. That's what the Bible said. Choose a good reputation over great riches. So guard your reputation. Lalong-lalo na sa panahon natin ngayon. No? Before natin gawin yan, dapat tayo mag-think kung ano yung maging impact ng sasabihin natin at yung gagawin natin. May magandang, may dulot ba ito sa atin? Or wala? Number 2, set as a good example for others to follow. Set as good example for others to follow. In Ephesians chapter 5 verse 3 to 4, ang sabi sa salita ng Panginoon sa Biblia, let there be no sexual immorality, impurity, or greed among you. Such sins have no place among God's people. Obscene stories, foolish talk, and coarse joke. These are not for you. Instead, let there be thankfulness to God. Again, as a civil servant, people looking at you, looking at us, titingnan tayo. They are watching you, not only the civilian, but your fellow officers, those who are under you, those who are under us, nagalantaw sila sa aton. So, watch what you say and what you do. Remember, action do speak louder than words, but words can have a direct impact on moral. So, how can we set a good example for others to follow? Because being example is behaving in a passive or in a positive manner. It means that leading your life in a great way that will create a scenario that other will most likely want to copy us. So how to be a good example? How to be a good example? Number 1, be a good support system. Mom and sir, fellow life coach, let us be a good support system. If your spouse or other are in need of your help, lend them a helping hand. You may not have the exact resource they need, but at least you show them you are, and they can count you for moral support. So, be a good support system. Diba? Maging matulungin. Kung wala man tayong may bigay sa kung ano yung hinahanap nila, at least, pinakita natin that we care for them, that they can count you for, that you have this good moral. Not only be a good support system, second, how to be a good example. Number 2, show professionalism and maturity. It is okay, no? It is okay for us to have fun and be childlike for time to time. However, there are times when you need maturity. May time gid na kailangan natin ng tinatawag na seriousness and maturity. Lalong-lalo na sa mga sitwasyon katulad ng problema sa coworker, problema sa pamilya, mga issues na lalong-lalo na issues sa inyong mga trabaho. Take it seriously. Show professionalism and maturity. Handle it with maturity. In that, you can be a good example for others to follow. Not only be a good example, not only be a good support system, not only that we're going to show professionalism and maturity, third, never start gossip or rumors. This behavior will only cause hardship and more trouble. The best thing you can do is to keep your distance and concentrate on the positive things. No? May mga word gani sa kali nga hindi kita magintra sa mga istorya nga kuris-kuris. No? Lalong-lalo na kung gossip o kung rumors lang. It will ruin our reputation. So, number 3, third, be faithful to our spouse and family. Proverbs chapter 5 verse 15 says, "Drink water from your own well, share your love only with your wife. Why spill the water of your spring in the streets, having sex with just anyone? You should reserve it for yourself. Never share it with strangers." Anong ibig sabihin nito? Ang ibig sabihin nito, that you and I, when we say be faithful to your spouse and family, it means that you're going to enjoy with satisfaction the comfort of lawful marriage. Ma'am and sir, let him that is married take delight in his wife, and let him be very in love of her. No? Not only because she is your wife, but because she is the wife that God in His providence appointed for you. Live joyfully with the wife whom you love all the days of your life. Not only sa wife ninyo, maging faithful kayo, but also to your family. To your family. Enjoy your children. Kung palaliman pa natin yung ibig sabihin nito na drink water from your own well, share your love only to your wife, it means husband or spouses. We have our own well. We have our own cistern. Kung nauhaw ikaw, kung gusto nimo masatisfy ang imong pleasure, drink to your own cistern. Because sabi sa ng Bible, it is like a running water, hindi na makahubsan. Is kanong pag-obrahon mo dira. Kung mag-enjoy man ka ikaw tudo dira, wala si may maghambal sa imo nga nakasala ikaw sa ginatawag na adultery. Because it is yours. May this truth magpabilin sa aton. Makabulig sa aton, yung ma-uphold naton ang high standard of morality and decency sa aton.